Hey, what's up, Improvement Warrior? Jason Yun, Lucy, back with you once again. We're out for our morning sunrise. So just came up over the houses and trees over there. But wanted to talk to you today a little bit more about the suprachiasmatic nucleus and the power of it. If you've watched some of my other videos, you know the suprachiasmatic nucleus is the grandfather clock. It's the super circadian oscillator. And of course, I'm outside, grounded. I've got one glove on my feet and one sock on my toes, but the rest of my foot is grounded. And grounding works better in the cold and when it's wet. And your suprachiasmatic nucleus also changes when it starts to drop, when the temperature drops and stays low, like it is now. So, with, I believe it's 62 degrees. If the temperature gets under there, the SCN changes from being dictated by light to being more dictated by cold. And just as long as you are outside and connected to nature and not inside your 68 to 72 degree home, living like an indoor zoo animal. But out here, gloves, these gloves suck. This is the third pair of gloves. I cannot find a pair of gloves that will keep my fingertips warm. So if you know a pair of gloves, that will actually work, let me know. Gloves, hat, feet, toes covered, because that's where you'll lose the most heat, and that's when it starts to get painful to be outside. Because if I can find a pair of gloves that'll work, this is easy. On my body, it's nothing. And obviously I've got a kaniki on as well, so my balls are getting tanned, or there's no UV, so you can't get tan with this sun, but it's getting that morning signal, turning on my anterior pituitary glands. Remember, the first light that you see is an alien blue light from your phone, your alarm clock, your TV, the coffee maker. So our coffee maker has it lights up blue, but I've since covered that up with electrical tape, so you can't see it. Okay, that's how insane you have to be about light. And people will think you're insane when you get pissed off that people turn on the lights when you don't have your blue blockers, or they'll just think you're insane because you've got a bunch of red and amber and orange lights going on, or you have candles lit and all that stuff. Okay, but in reality, we're the sane ones, mitochondriacs, as Jack Kruse calls them. Improvement warriors, as I like to call them. Keep improving, because if we are not seeing the sunrise, we fail our health. It's the most important light of the day. And if we're not changing our lights throughout the day, if we're not blocking blue light throughout the day and getting solar exposure throughout the day, then that's when we can become programmed. That's when our dopamine levels drop. So right now, my dopamine levels are raising. My natural dopamine levels are raising. Every time we look at a phone, and they say it's on average 150 times we look at our phone. Every time we look at our phone, we get basically a fake dopamine hit. Okay? Every time you go on Facebook and you see a comment, or you see how many likes you liked, or people liked your post and all that stuff, okay, you get a fake dopamine hit. Okay, but we don't want fake dopamine hits. Okay, same thing, people who gamble, people who are addicted to sugar, people who are addicted to video games, people who are just addicted to gambling and casinos and
10 minutes completed.
all that stuff.
Burnt calories, 62 calories.
It's fake dopamine. Okay? And that prevents you from being able to question things when the truth is presented in front of you. So I'm trying to wake people up all the time. People are stuck inside the matrix. Okay, there's a hashtag on Instagram. Matrix was a documentary, and Matrix 4 is coming out. Just finished shooting, so excited about that. But yeah, get out, connect with light, connect with nature. And this was about the cold, but everything works better when we are cold. Okay, it's basically it's a superpower. So cold adapting is something that we want to strive for. So I just put out the 34-day light challenge, edition 1. Edition 2 will be coming in about 6 months, but I wasn't able to put cold in. I wanted to get this out as fast as possible to help people basically start the process of getting healthy, because it isn't about food, it isn't about exercise. Okay, as people will tell you, nutrition gurus, supplement makers, personal trainers. So I used to always say it's nutrition, fitness, and I threw sleep and recovery in there. So I was ahead of the curve even before I was really ahead of the curve. But light is what we are drawn to. And now that it is colder where I live in the northern hemisphere, it's going to be cold and light. Okay, that drives me and drives my biology and gets me healthy. And most people know the cold thermogenesis. It helps to burn fat. It turns white adipose tissue, WAT, into BAT, brown adipose tissue. So get outside. Get outside. See the sunrise. Get as much AM sunlight as you can. Get as much cold as you can. If you're not cold adapted, you're cold all the time, means your mitochondria suck. You need to fix that. Okay? Start with cold shower. Start with a contrast shower. 30 seconds as cold as you can take it. 30 seconds as hot as you can take it. Do 4 to 5 rounds of that. Okay? Then start to get outside. Do more. Air is 24 times less effective than water. So if you can get into a cold tub like I do, that's going to be the best. 24 times more effective than air. So the cryotherapies are a waste of money, in my opinion, when you have a shower, when you have a cold tub, okay, or you have like a just like the freezer where you put your meat in. You can put the water in there, make sure you unplug it, and get in there. So Ben Greenfield has an entire post of how to convert a freezer into a cold tub. But that's it. So if you have questions about cold, about light, about grounding, about EMFs, about food, about fitness, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Check out the 34-day light challenge, improvementwarriorfitness.com/light challenge. Have a great day. Stay strong, stay positive. Be the improvement warrior. Say bye-bye, Lucy. I said say bye-bye. Don't